Hello everybody, this is your main man Keith here from Keith Plays PS4 927. Happy Monday afternoon to all my awesome viewers on this awesome channel. We are in week 2 of our Toronto Mounties franchise, and we are in Northeast Ohio on the shores of Lake Erie in the 216 and 440, taking on the Cleveland Browns at First Energy Stadium. And they are 0-1, so we're now 1-0 on the regular season. We destroyed that New England Patriots offense and defense last episode, which I will have the link to the video in the description. And check out the weekly awards that we had just won. Offensively, Kameron Bryant, the rookie from Slippery Rock University, 11 carries, 225 yards, and 3 touchdowns on the day. So, congrats to the rookie Kameron Bryant. So without a further ado, we'll show you the uniforms and we'll see you guys at kickoff. Alright, my Toronto Mounties will be wearing white away jerseys with navy pants and navy socks with black and red shoes. So decided to add a little bit of red on there for the Mounties. Now for the Cleveland Browns, they are going to be wearing their brown jerseys with alternate orange pants, which have made a comeback. They haven't worn those really since 2002. They brought him back in 2020, so that's something interesting along the lines here. They're going to be wearing their striped away socks and their white with orange shoes, so we'll see you guys at kickoff.
Today, from First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio, it's week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. Baker Mayfield and the Cleveland Browns taking on Patrick Mahomes and the Toronto Mounties.
Alright, now we're ready to return the kickoff here at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. And we're ready to return the kickoff. We got some Antoine Williams using that juke move for the Mounties. Get stopped there at the 29. So this is going to be at first down and 10. And we're actually going to use the shotgun formation here. We're actually going to use a PAY cross passing play on first and 10 from the 29. Mahomes steps back to pass. He's going to fire this one out to Juju Smith-Schuster. And that is going to be a first and 10 from the 48. 24-yard reception there by Juju Smith-Schuster, as this is going to result in a first down and 10. So we're going to use a weak formation here, and actually strong formation. So we're going to use the fullback middle pass play on first and 10 from the 48. Mahomes back to pass. He's going to fire this one out to Smith-Schuster. Gets it at the red zone area, as this will result in a first and 10. So we're in the red zone, and we're actually going to use a single back formation. We're actually going to put in Juju Smith-Schuster, and I'm going to use a quick slant. We're actually going to flip it around so that he can easily get the touchdown at the 16. Mahomes back to pass. He's going to fire this one out to Juju Smith-Schuster, and Smith-Schuster gets this into the end zone for the first touchdown of the game for the Toronto Mounties. They are going to lead this one 7-0. Alright, so we're going to use the 4-3 formation here for the defense. First down and 10. And the Browns are going to throw this one out to Jarvis Landry at the 42 for a gain of 9 yards on that pass play. Second down and 1. And I will guarantee you this might be a run play because they're only a yard shy from getting that first down. And it is. And Nick Chubb gets that first down for a gain of 2 yards on that play. First and 10, 45-yard line. So the Browns, it looks like they are going to throw this pass. And they are stepping back to pass. They get sacked on this play. Ball is out. And the Mounties have recovered. Chris Jones made that nice fumble recovery there for the offense. And we're actually going to use some Kameron Bryant for some running action today on this play. So 1st and 10, handing this off to Bryant, and he gets stopped there for a gain of 1 yard. So Kameron Bryant last episode against the New England Patriots, 11 carries, 225 yards, and 3 touchdowns, as you guys recall, him being the AFC Offensive Player of the Week. And look at Kameron Bryant using that juke move whatsoever. Jumps that into the end zone for a touchdown. That's going to be a 35, I think, rush yard touchdown run. And it's going to be 14-0. All right, 1st and 10 from the 34. 103 to go. They're going to hand this off, and there's a fumble, and it appears that the Browns have recovered this one. Odell Beckham Jr. appears to be down and injured for the Cleveland Browns. So 2nd down and 5 now from the 39-yard line here in Northeast Ohio. And they're going to throw the football. Mayfield, that's incomplete. 3rd down and 5. And we're going to blitz here on the defense. We're almost out of this first quarter already, and we're leading this 14-0. The Browns really haven't done a whole lot. They've been throwing incomplete passes, but they did lose a fumble. 4th and 5 now. Antoine Williams will be ready to return the punt at the 39-yard line. So he's going to punt this away. And Antoine Williams, he is ready to run the field like himself, so he's going to run it. And he does unfortunately get stopped, though, at the 49. But a pretty good return, though, by the way. So this is going to be a 52-yard return. Not bad return. So this is a 1st and 10, 49-yard line. Williams handing this off to Kameron Bryant. So Kameron Bryant gets stopped there at the 40. So 3 carries, 48 yards, and a touchdown. And we're going to use a PA comeback slide. This is the end of the first quarter here in Northeast Ohio. Mahomes, whatsoever, he's going to fire this one pretty deep. And Juju Smith-Schuster claims that reception. That's a touchdown. His 5th receiving TD on the season for Smith-Schuster. And it's going to be 21-0. All right, so this is going to be a 2nd and 8, beginning of the second quarter now here in Northeast Ohio, and they get stopped there at the 38. This will result in a 1st down and 10, so we're going to blitz here on the defense at the 38. So single back, they're going to run this one out with Nick Chubb, and he gets stopped there at the 41 for a gain of 3. And this will be a 2nd and 7 now from the 41. And Baker Mayfield, he hands this one off to Nick Chubb, and he's been losing quite a bit of yards there. He lost at least 1 yard on that play, so he does in fact lose a yard on that play. 3rd and 8 now here for Cleveland. And the Browns, they have 30 seconds before this 2-minute warning occurs. So they're going to throw this one out to Austin Hooper. And Austin Hooper, he gets stopped there at the 8-yard line. Great pass, by the way, by Baker Mayfield. And that is going to be at the 8, so they're going to be in the red zone. All right, 1st and 10 from the 8-yard line. It looks like the Browns are going to throw this pass, and they are a little too high for Baker Mayfield to complete that one into the end zone. So this will be a 2nd and goal from the 8-yard line. So they're going to step back to pass. They're going to throw this one out to Kareem Hunt, who is actually from Willoughby, Ohio, which is about 25 minutes east of Cleveland, in Lake County, Ohio, on the shores of Lake Erie, where Mentor, Ohio is. So that runs up being 4th and goal from the 7. I've never been out to Willoughby because I'm not familiar with Lake County or Ashtabula County, Ohio. I'm more familiar with like Cuyahoga and mainly Trumbull and Mahoning of Ohio. And this is going to be a 21-3 lead here for the Mounties. The Browns just scored their first points of the game. Antoine Williams here is ready to run this one out. So he's going to break tackles along the lines, get stopped there at the 31. So this is a 1st and 10. So Carl Lawson does have a bruised shoulder. He is going to return whatsoever. The former Cincinnati Bengals wide receiver there, defensive lineman, got injured. So he's going to return in this one. So he's going to fire this one out to Juju Smith-Schuster. Get stopped there at the 40. So this is going to be a 1st down and 10. So we're going to move those chains along the line. So 1st and 10 from the 40 here in Northeast Ohio. Mahomes fires this one out to Smith-Schuster, uses that juke move. He gets stopped there at the 9. 6 for 6, 172 yards, and 2 touchdowns today by Mahomes. So then we're going to move the chains here. I will actually put in Juju Smith-Schuster. Actually, he's already in it. But I'm going to put in some Alshon Jeffrey along the line. So I'm just going to swap them out. And Juju Smith-Schuster will now be my primary receiver on this play. So I'm going to throw this one out to Smith-Schuster. Gets this one into the end zone for a touchdown. This will be his 3rd receiving touchdown of the game. And it's now going to be 29-3 because I'm actually going to run the ball with Mark Ingram. Hopefully we should be able to get this from 2 yards in. And we do. So it's now going to be 29-3 here in First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. So Mounties lead about 26. All right, so now we're ready to return the kick. We're actually going to kick off this second half by kicking the football. We actually returned that first half with Antoine Williams, but he got stopped there at the 29. So we're actually going to return this one, and they will get stopped at the 34-yard line. So this is going to be a 1st down and 10. So with only 3:55 to go, we're actually going to blitz here on the defense. So it looks like pistol formation, and it looks like they're going to throw the football. And Baker Mayfield, he is going to throw this one deep out to Austin Hooper. I thought we were going to get an interception there that time, but unfortunately Cleveland has claimed that reception. So interception means the defense caught the football. Reception means offense caught the football. So they used that small hit stick there. Nick Chubb, 6 carries, 15 yards, a gain of 5 on that play. And they're at the 23-yard line. So 2nd and 5 now. They're going to hand this off to Nick Chubb. And he's going to get stopped there at the 11. 1st and 10. And it looks like we're going to use his own coverage here at the 11-yard line. So they're going to step back to pass. And that turns out to be incomplete. So this is going to result in a 2nd down and 10 from the 11-yard line. So Mayfield steps back to pass. He's going to throw this one out to Austin Hooper. That turns out to be incomplete. 3rd and 7 now. We're going to use the blitz play here on the D at the 8-yard line. So 3rd and 7. They're going to throw this football out, and Austin Hooper actually gets the Browns' first touchdown of the game, and it's going to be 29-10 here in Cleveland. All right, so this is going to be kickoff here in Cleveland as Antoine Williams will be ready to return to kickoff. So it's now 29-10 here in Northeast Ohio, and look at Antoine Williams run the ball. No defenders are trying to stop him there. He just returns it all the way, gets this one into the end zone, and I believe this will be our first kickoff return, second kickoff return for a touchdown this season by Antoine Williams. So this is now going to be 36-0. So this is back-to-back games with kickoff returns for TDs. That is something impressive along the lines here. So we're going to lead this one 36-10, and we're actually going to take a break here. All right, so Cleveland did lose a fumble on the kickoff, so now we're on offense. we got some Cam Newton ready to run the ball for this Mounties offense. He gets stopped there at the 5 for a gain of 17 yards on that play. First and goal from the 5. I'm thinking we should be able to get this one into the end zone for a touchdown if Newton runs the ball. And we're going to actually run for it. So we get this into the end zone. Touchdown Mounties. So it's going to be his first rushing touchdown of the game for Cam Newton and the Mounties. So it's going to be 43-10 here in First Energy Stadium in Northeast Ohio. All right, first and 10, 53 seconds to go. And Nick Chubb runs the ball. He gets stopped at the 44. A loss of 3 yards on that play. So this is going to be a 2nd and 13 now here for the Cleveland Browns at the 44-yard line. This third quarter is soon to be over. And Kareem Hunt, the Willoughby native, gets down. But oh my goodness, Dante Hightower is down and injured. So he has hit Bertilius, Carl Lawson. So he is going to return in this one. 3rd and 5, 18 seconds. And the third, Cleveland at the 49-yard line. So Kareem Hunt is going to run the ball whatsoever. And it looks like they're going to get stopped at the 1. So they were only a yard shy from getting that into the end zone. All right, so now this is 1st and goal. We're going to use the goal line formation here for our defense. And the goal is to actually stop the Browns from getting another touchdown. They throw that pass, it's incomplete. So Dante Hightower does have bruised ribs. He is going to return. So this is going to be a 2nd and goal now from the 1-yard line here in Northeast Ohio. And they're going to throw this one. That's incomplete. So this is going to be result in a 3rd and goal now from the 1. If the Browns do not get a touchdown, they are going to have to take a field goal. And they do score a touchdown on that one. So that's going to be a 43-17 lead here for the Toronto Mounties. All right, here we are at First Energy Stadium. They're going to kick this one off, and we got some Antoine Williams, who you guys saw in the last kickoff, return that one for an awesome touchdown. So they get stopped there at the 32. So this is going to be a 1st and 10. So we're going to use the weak formation here, and we're actually going to use the counter run play with Kameron Bryant. So Kameron Bryant is going to run the ball, and he gets stopped at the 33. So 4 carries, 49 yards, and a touchdown. Flanker drive pass play on 2nd and 9 rather. Newton steps back to pass. He fires this one out to Zach Ertz, so he gets stopped there at the middle of the field down at the 50-yard line. So this is going to be a first down and 10 rather. We're still going to use that same play, but we're at the 50-yard line. Newton stepping back to pass, firing this one out to Ertz. Incompletion there that time. And we're actually going to use the goal line, and we're actually going to run it with Kameron Bryant. So we're going to use some goal line. Even though we're not in the red zone necessarily, I still like to use this play because I like the power of run play. But Kameron Bryant gets that juke move, gets stopped at the 39. 5 carries and 59 yards. So this is going to be a 1st and 10. We're still going to use that same run play whatsoever. And we're automatically going to get this one into the end zone. Hopefully we should be able to, and we get stopped at the 36. All right, so 1st and 10, Cam Newton back to pass. And he's going to fire this one out to Tim Tebow. And Tim Tebow gets his first touchdown in a Toronto Mounties uniform, his first career touchdown reception since coming back into the NFL as playing tight end for the Jacksonville Jaguars. But he was cut short after the, trade after the 53-man roster was updated. So now we're going to lead this one 50-17. All right, 1st and 10, 39-yard line. And Bayfield gets sacked by Quentin Williams, the former New York Jets defensive lineman. So this is a 2nd and 18, a loss of 8 yards by Cleveland whatsoever. And they're going to step back to pass. And the fumble, Mounties say they have it, and they do. Dante Hightower with that awesome fumble recovery. So they lose the ball. And we're actually going to use a weak formation here. We're not going to do any more running plays. And we're actually going to put in some more Antoine Williams because he is more of a kickoff returner. I mean, he's at that wide receiver position. He throws this one into the end zone for a touchdown, and that is going to be his first career touchdown reception. Even though he scored more touchdowns by kickoff returns, he still made his first career touchdown reception by that pass by Cam Newton. So this is going to be a 57-17 lead, and we'll see you guys when we're on defense. All right, 1st and 10 from the 32-yard line, 39 seconds to go. Mayfield, he's back to pass. He's going to fire that one. That's incomplete. So he hasn't surprisingly thrown an interception yet in this episode, which you'll see probably 1 or 2 interceptions in each of my Madden relocation videos. So he's going to step back to pass. That is going to turn out incomplete. 30 seconds to go here in Cleveland. And they're at their own 32-yard line. So we're going to easily win this game, and we'll be 2-0 on the regular season. They're going to step back to pass here. That's not going to be complete. So this is going to result in a 4th down and 10. And we're actually going to be ready to return this one at the 32. So they're going to punt this one out. And we're ready to run this one with Antoine Williams. So Antoine Williams, he's going to run for it whatsoever. And he gets stopped there at the 28-yard line. And that's going to be a 1st and 10. Newton back to pass, 15 seconds to go. And Newton fires this one out to Smith-Schuster. And we're actually going to take a timeout here. We're leading this game big time. So we'll see you guys at statistics. Patrick Mahomes, perfect passer rating, 9 for 9, 215 yards, and 3 touchdowns on the day. So this is interesting how all these quarterbacks have scored at least 1 touchdown, and nobody threw any interceptions today. Baker Mayfield, 97.2, 208 yards and a touchdown today. Cam Newton, also perfect passer rating, 5 for 6, 2 touchdowns on the day as well. Nick Chubb, 9 carries, 32 yards, no touchdowns on the day. Kameron Bryant, 7 carries, 81 yards, and a touchdown by the Slippery Rock University product. He gets that. Juju Smith-Schuster, 3 touchdowns, nearly 300 yards receiving today with a 274 to be exact. Tim Tebow had a touchdown. Antoine Williams had a touchdown. Austin Hooper did have another touchdown as well. There was a Cleveland rushing touchdown, by the way. It was on Andy Janovich, which I forgot to put that down for you guys. So there were no INTs. There were no defensive touchdowns whatsoever. There was a kickoff return with Antoine Williams, 103 yards. That wraps it up, everybody. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please stay tuned, and we'll see you guys next episode.